Rooftop Marketplace is a software prototype created by SAP Research, which empowers decision makers to dynamically combine information from various sources. It represents a future enterprise mashup environment. In the demo, we will see how Rooftop Marketplace supports the information worker of the 21st century. In their daily work, information workers have to react to ad hoc events. They have to make decisions under uncertainty due to missing information. The implemented concept of dynamic enterprise mashups in the Rooftop Marketplace automates these unstructured decision processes which cannot be modeled in advance. Defense forces are an example of an organization that operates under such circumstances, reacting to ad hoc events and making decisions even without a complete picture of the situation. We will use a typical defense scenario to demonstrate the power of the enterprise mashup concept. Captain Tom Smith is responsible for the 1st Tank Division. It is his job to ensure that the functional units of the division are always ready for use, and so Tom is an information worker. In his work, Tom follows the OODA loop process, which stands for Observe, Orient, Decide, and Act. It is a concept commonly used to structure defense operations. This approach is also increasingly used in commercial contexts to gain advantage over competitors. To do this, Tom is using the Rooftop Marketplace as a central entry point for all decision phases. In the first phase, Tom observes the current state of the environment. In the initial view, SAP Rooftop Marketplace displays a number of visual components that provide Tom with information. A map serves as a central representation of the information. Here, the mashup depicts the real-time water traffic of the region Tom is responsible for. The publicly available data is provided by NATO. Additionally, Tom observes the current status of the functional units of his Army from an SAP backend system, when the Army manages his organizational units. In recent days, Tom has recognized that he requires weather information for his observation as well. Rooftop Marketplace provides a catalog of existing building blocks. These building blocks are called widgets and serve as a graphical interface for the underlying information systems. Instead of browsing through categorized entries, Tom is using the keyword search on the top right. Because the first widget was rated as very good by his colleagues who also use Rooftop Marketplace, Tom is evaluating the details of the widget. Here he finds relevant information such as the free price model. The widget fulfills his requirement and he is adding it. Tom is combining the map with the weather widget by connecting the input and output with the orange line. That was easy. Now he can see a detailed weather forecast for every point he selects on the map. Great! In the orient phase of a typical decision cycle, an information worker has to react to an ad hoc event. Therefore, the information worker has to identify the source of the alert in order to prepare a decision. The material status of the 111th Tank Battalion is switching to red. This indicates a certain anomaly to which Tom has to respond. Unfortunately, Tom does not know how to react. Now, the innovative concept of dynamic enterprise mashups comes into place. It leverages the context space for suggesting automatically relevant information. Based on the user context and existing enterprise mashups, Rooftop Marketplace is able to make a recommendation as to which widget Tom should add next. The recommendation box suggests Tom add a widget called Material Requirements, which is rated as very good. In this case, the material analysis of business objects shows that the transceiver portable material is out of stock. That was the reason for the material status being red. Now, the decide phase deals with the development and evaluation of alternatives. We can leverage the new SAP real-time decision-making platform, 12 Sprints. Tom has already added the 12 Sprints widget to his working environment. Now he is creating a new decision activity about the ordering of the missing transceiver portables. Major Jack Turner, Tom's boss, has to decide about the request. Jack is responsible for the budget and he has to approve the request. In the 12 Sprints inbox, Jack finds a new activity and decision item. Before making the decision, he asks Tom if he already contacted the 112th Tank Battalion in order to help out. Tom answers that the transceiver portable material is also out of stock at the 112th unit. So Jack approves Tom's request. In the final phase of the decision process, the selected alternative has to be executed. Tom can see the result of Jack's decision directly in his Enterprise mashup. By leveraging the context feature of the rooftop marketplace, Tom is able to directly open a purchase order form. After checking details, Tom creates the purchase order. In this short process, Tom managed to observe his environment, recognize an anomaly, and react immediately to this ad hoc event. Without Rooftop Marketplace, this whole process would be far more complicated. Dynamic Enterprise Mashups support the information worker by automating unstructured decision processes. Instead of modeling a decision process in advance, information workers are able to compose their own individual mashups. Improved decision quality is a result of using real-time aggregated information, which is provided automatically according to the user's context. Thanks to Rooftop Marketplace, the user productivity has increased. Just imagine how mashups could make your life easier.